perhaps that we're missing is that all this is good and well, but if the people don't actually get here comfortably, there's going to be a problem, which is why I want to bring the conversation now to Monhla, Hlahla, who is in charge of the airports authority. You know, you've opened this brand new airport, quite frankly, it's quite impressive. But speak to us about the level of engagement that you have with tourism, you have with FIFA, that you have with Danny Jordan's outfit, so that there's a seamless operation that we have seen in the past in other World Cups.
I think one of the things that we did deliberately, having recognized that the World Cup is but an event in a history of this country and of this region. It cannot be seen to be a one event that solves all economic issues. What it has done, it has refined our minds about how to build the capacity necessary to actually engage with the new economy and what the world is basically challenging us to change our economy into being. The Soccer World Cup has refined even the manner with which we interact. They are in sport, tourism, but the transport infrastructure of this country is an integral part to move the people of this country and to move the world to this country and to this region. Therefore, the discussions we've been having have been more about giving us more than the ideas that we've received from the public about the levels of service they require at the airports, the levels of information they require. They probably receive more data from all over the world than we do, because by definition airports are a backroom facilitation, and we are finding ourselves for the first time having to be in the face of South Africans, because the tourism side and the people side, whether it's soccer, whether it's any part of this economy, requires a particular level of efficiency.
And do you have that efficiency? Because what you're going to see in the next few weeks is pretty much a surge of people coming in and experience perhaps, South Africa obviously has a very big tourism industry, but this level of engagement perhaps is something new.
No, absolutely. And we have engaged also with our partners all over the world through Airports Council International, whereby our systems are part of the world's cutting-edge systems. Between ourselves and Hong Kong, between ourselves and Changi Airport, between ourselves and all the major airports in the world, to make sure that our systems can talk to one another and facilitate better and improve the services into what used to be a dark continent for most of the world. We want them to access our continent much easily, with high standards they can receive anywhere in the world, and from the training of our people as well, because that's what they would require to make their services more efficient.
Danny, I'll tell you what worries me. I think we're too defensive, and defensive people often make bad decisions. I'm wondering if you've addressed the idea that in fact things are going to go wrong, because by their very nature, moving millions of people around a country and millions, hundreds of thousands to a country, things go wrong. Queues get long, some people are going to have their luggage stolen. These things happen in life and not just in South Africa. And the bit that worries me about the defensiveness is I often see everyone involved with the World Cup saying, no, but it's not so bad, instead of upping the problem-solving capacity, because it's not, to me, important whether we make mistakes or not, because we will, but do we have the systems in place to resolve those mistakes? I think the mindset shift is needed, and if you agree, at least partly with what I'm saying, are you trying to change that mindset now?
Well, I think Marino will disagree with you. He took a defensive approach in the Euro Champions League final.
But he got 3 goals in the first leg. I don't think we've got 3 at this point.
Well, he's in the final, so it depends your strategy on the day. I don't think that we've been defensive. I think that we have been engaging the media over the period. We had 100 days. We in fact put the media, 120 of them, on a plane. We took them through the country. They saw the grass and saw no grass. We showed them everything. So I think that we have been as transparent as possible. Certainly I have not found in any organizing committee, certainly from '94 onwards that I've been around all of those World Cups, where the media had such one high level of interest so early on. It virtually started in 2004. If you think back of the United States, you think of France, '98, you think of 2002, Korea, Japan, the media interest came very close to kickoff. In South Africa, you found after Mandela raised that trophy in Zurich. The next day, the media started. It may be a mistake, there must be plan B, and so we have a good... So I don't think that we are being defensive. We have been engaging, and certainly we were engaging and continue to do so. I think what we've done some unique things here. First of all, we are the first organizing committee. We formed a technical committee together with a representative from FIFA, consisting of civil engineers, architects, all of the technical experts that had a monitoring role over each and every stadium and every single infrastructure required for the event, that gave us weekly reports, and so we could engage. And a lot of things that we've introduced, the whole city forum, where we engage the whole city is an ongoing